Eshu is like that friend who always has a trick up his sleeve, you know? He is a deity who loves to mess with people, playing tricks that sometimes seem malicious but, deep down, serve to teach an important lesson. Just imagine, you are walking down a path, and suddenly something unexpected happens. This could be a test from Eshu, wanting to see how you react and what you will learn from it. ***. He is the orisha of crossroads, which means he is always present where there are choices to be made. And don't think he is there to make things easier. In fact, he loves to challenge people, asking complicated questions or creating situations where there is no right or wrong answer. It's as if he's saying, let's see how you handle this one. But Eshu is not just a trickster. He is also the messenger between the world of humans and the world of the gods. So, when someone makes a sacrifice or offering, it is he who takes it to the orishas. And there's more, if someone tries to ignore Eshu or doesn't pay him the proper respect, he can mess everything up. He is the first to be remembered in any ritual because, without him, nothing happens. ***. In stories, Eshu takes many forms. He can appear as a giant, a dwarf, or even as a mischievous boy. He is always around, testing people and teaching that life is not always predictable. And you know that saying, what the dog eats, it's Eshu who gives it? This shows how he is involved in everything that happens in the world, from the smallest details to the biggest decisions. ***. So, next time you find yourself at a crossroads, whether real or symbolic, remember Eshu. He is there, watching, ready to see how you will handle the challenges and what you will learn from them. After all, Eshu doesn't just want to cause problems. He wants to help us grow and understand that life is full of surprises and that, in the end, it's up to us to decide how we react to them. ***. Imagine Eshu as a special mailman who delivers letters and packages between two different worlds, the world of humans and the world of the gods. He is the one who takes messages from one side to the other, ensuring that everything runs smoothly. When someone makes an offering, like lighting a candle or offering food to the orishas, it is Eshu who takes all of this and delivers it to the gods up above. Without him, this communication would be a mess. So, whenever someone wants to talk to the gods or ask for help, they need to rely on Eshu to make sure the message gets where it needs to go. ***. Eshu is like that judge who shows up in your life to see how you behave in different situations. He's not concerned if you're good or bad, but whether your actions are just. It's as if he's saying, let's see what you do now and what the consequences will be. And depending on what you do, he can decide whether to help you or complicate things for you. ***. Imagine you did something wrong or were unfair to someone. Eshu may appear to teach you a lesson and help you understand your mistake. But he can also be invoked by those who need justice, acting like a kind of spiritual police. If someone suffers an injustice, they can ask for his help to balance things out. But be careful. He doesn't discriminate, and if the person asking for help is also in the wrong, he won't hesitate to correct that too. ***. In the end, Eshu is that force that reminds us that everything we do has an effect and that sooner or later we will have to deal with the consequences of our choices. Eshu is not just a messenger, he is also like a guardian of the paths and the choices we make in life. Imagine traveling down a road and arriving at a fork, not knowing which direction to take. Eshu is there to protect you but also to challenge you to think carefully before choosing a path. He helps travelers but also ensures that the choices we make do not cause an imbalance in our lives. ***. Furthermore, he has the task of balancing forces that seem opposed, like good and evil, chaos and order. Think of him as a referee who keeps the game of life fair. When there's too much confusion or when something is out of control, Eshu appears to restore balance. He doesn't let one force dominate the other completely, ensuring that everything remains in harmony. ***. So, if you feel lost, unsure about what decision to make, or even when everything seems to be going wrong, remember that Eshu is nearby, not just to protect but also to ensure that each force finds its rightful place in your journey. Eshu can appear in many different forms, each full of meanings. Sometimes, he is represented as a statue with a horn on his head, other times as a simple stone covered in shells. In some places, you may see him as a figure with two faces, looking in opposite directions. This symbolizes his unique ability to see everything at once, both what happens here, in the world of humans, and what is going on in the spiritual realm. ***. Think of him as that friend who is everywhere and knows everything that's happening, whether in the present or in the spiritual realm. Each of these forms he takes tells us a bit more about his multifaceted nature. He is not limited to one image or fixed idea. Eshu is adaptable and always shows himself in the way that makes the most sense for each situation. If you find him in the form of a stone, you are connecting with his simplest and most fundamental side. But if he appears as that figure with two faces, it's because he's there to remind you that there are always two sides to any story. ***. Before starting any ritual, the first person to be remembered is Eshu. He is like that special guest who needs to be treated well before everyone else, or things can go out of control. If you forget to pay attention to him, it's like opening the door to a bunch of problems. Suddenly, everything starts to go wrong, nothing flows, and it seems like an invisible block is preventing good things from happening. That's why those who understand Eshu's importance know that he must be the first to receive offerings and sacrifices. This is not just a sign of respect but also a way to ensure that he will help clear the paths and allow everything to run smoothly. Otherwise, he may decide it's time to mess everything up, bringing difficulties and confusion, as if he were saying, "Hey, you forgot about me. Now I'm going to show you how much I can be missed." Therefore, in any ceremony, before calling any other deity, it is essential to remember Eshu and ensure that he is satisfied. Eshu is like that friend who sometimes helps and sometimes causes trouble. It all depends on the moment. He has an unpredictable nature. One minute he is protecting and caring for you, and the next he could be stirring up confusion. For example, he might provoke fights between people who care for each other, just to see how they will handle the situation. But he can also bring those same people back together afterward, showing that disagreements can be overcome. This complexity is part of what makes him so intriguing. You can't predict how he will act, and that's exactly what makes Eshu so interesting. He's like a puzzle. The more you try to understand him, the more you realize that each piece of his behavior has a reason for being there, even if it's not always clear at first glance. So, when Eshu stirs things up, he is actually showing that life is not just black and white but full of nuances and possibilities. Eshu is the master of crossroads and paths, the one who takes care of the places where we have to make important decisions in life. Depending on where you are, he can be seen in different ways. In Brazil, for example, he is known as Exu in Candomblé, where many see him as a figure who both protects and tests our courage. In Cuba, he is called Eligua in Santeria, playing a very similar role. Regardless of the name, the idea is always the same. Eshu is there to ensure that the choices we make lead us where we need to go, but without forgetting to remind us of the risks and responsibilities that each decision carries. He can be both a guardian who opens paths and brings protection, and a provocateur who puts us in challenging situations. This duality is what makes him such an intriguing figure, present in so many cultures. Wherever you are, if you find a crossroads, it's best to ask for Eshu's permission before moving forward. Hey, did you already know Eshu, the master of crossroads and paths? He is that mysterious figure who helps us make important decisions but also loves to challenge us. If you found this story interesting and want to learn more about other incredible figures like him, be sure to subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any new content. And more, I want to know your opinion. Leave a comment telling me what you thought of the video and if you already knew any stories about Eshu or other orishas. Your participation is super important to me. So don't forget, subscribe, leave your like, and share with anyone you think will enjoy this content. See you in the next video. Eshu has a special connection with the power of divination. He is the one who brought humanity the divination system known as Ifa. Just imagine, thanks to him, people can consult the orishas and better understand their own paths in life. This is done using 16 cowrie shells, which are cast and interpreted to reveal guidance and predictions about the future. It's as if Eshu has given us a manual to try to understand a little of what fate has in store for us and how we can deal with it. He brought this gift to help people connect more deeply with the spiritual world and what is to come, becoming an essential guide for those seeking answers and advice from the orishas. Eshu is not like the Satan we know in Christian tradition. He is not the villain of the story. In fact, he represents something much more complex. He is not on the side of absolute good, nor absolute evil. Imagine Eshu as someone who is there to test people, to see how they react in different situations. He doesn't do this to punish or harm but to reveal who we truly are and how we can evolve. You are Eshu, the guardian of crossroads and choices. One moment, you are the protector of travelers, the master of words, and the bearer of wisdom. In another, you are the provocateur of chaos, the one who challenges and tests the limits of people, revealing their true intentions. You balance good and evil, justice and chaos, being both the messenger of peace and the instigator of conflict. Your mission is to challenge and teach, making each person face their own shadows to find the light. Which face of Eshu will appear today? The guiding mentor or the trickster who challenges? He is like that teacher who gives tough lessons, but deep down wants to see you grow and learn. Eshu is here to ensure we follow spiritual rules, not because he is evil, but because he wants us to develop, to understand the consequences of our actions, and thus become stronger and more aware. So, he is not an enemy, but a challenger who helps us find our true spiritual path, ***. Getting this far shows you are curious and want to know more about these incredible mysteries of the Orishas and Eshu, right? I want to thank all of you who followed this story to the end. And get ready, because there's much more to come. Let's explore together other facets of Eshu, uncover stories that few people know, and dive even deeper into this fascinating universe of the Orishas, ***. So, if you enjoyed this content, keep following us. There are many more unknown and surprising stories to share. See you in the next video, where we will discover more about these powerful beings that are part of so many traditions and mythologies. Until then, and thank you so much for being here with me on this journey, ***.